What is up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new around here, I'm Jesse, and today we're doing something a little similar to my last Reddit video that got more views and likes than my other videos did, so I was like, why not make a part 2? So backed by popular demand, here's part 2 of the worst relationship advice that you can find on Reddit. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, like I said, this is all coming from Reddit, and this subreddit is what's the worst relationship advice you've ever heard? Serious. Yeah, right. So this first one is from Mike Breadsimp. To test how much they'd fight for me with petty remarks and ultimatums. Kinda like, you didn't say you missed me, or if you don't come by today, then I'll have to move on. I did not listen to them, and I'm glad I didn't. Yeah, I'm sure petty remarks would go over real well. I mean, if that's your personality, go for it. Yeah, there's no point in antagonizing the person that you're with just to try and get a reaction out of them, just to see how they would react. Unless you're filming a prank video like the prank videos that I've filmed in the past. Go check those out if you haven't seen those already. That's a shameless plug, but let's go on to the next one. So this next one is from J. David Settle, 73. Love means never having to say you're sorry. That's the dumbest 70s movie tagline I've ever heard. Nah, if you're definitely in the wrong, say sorry. So this next one is from Noah is a dumbass. Probably have to bleep that so I don't get demonetized on YouTube. Not that I'm monetized in the first place, but you know, for when I am. So this person says, those people who test the loyalty by hiring attractive people to flirt with them via Instagram. People have suggested it directly. Please don't. It's all sorts of wrong. Yeah, I mean, if you try and do that, you're probably going to find out something you don't really want to find out, or give them a place to find out something. The thing is, if you're testing somebody's loyalty, are you even sure that you're supposed to be in that relationship in the first place? Like, if you're not loyal to the other person, or if you're not feeling a sense of loyalty, why are you with them? Make it easier on yourself. Don't even hire anybody. Just go out, find somebody new, find somebody better. I think you can do it, and I know you can do it. This next one is from Fork Shirt Up, and they said, have a baby with them. No, I personally think this is a great idea. I mean, don't even bother, talking to them or anything, just, have a kid with them. This next one comes from Walter Yun, 99. Get married first, you can take your time to know them after. What the? You know what, Walter? I have the same reaction here. What? No, I'd definitely take your time to get to know them before you marry them. How do you know you want to marry them if you're getting to know them after you marry them? Philosophy. So this next one is deleted. You can fix him. Yeah, you shouldn't be in the business of fixing other people. Why even be in that relationship? Makes no sense. It's one of those things where you could fix them, but in the end, how's that going to make you feel inside? Are you going to be happy at the end of the day when you spend all that time fixing them? Probably not. This next one's a good one. So this one's from Fire Opal. If he hurts you or bullies you, it's because he likes you. No, it's because he's an ass. So this next one's from Buff11124. Always be the one who wears the pants. Horrible, horrible advice I got from my mom. She was super upset when I told her that we're a team and that both of us wear the pants. The comment from Toaster in the Tub 22, I prefer it when neither of us are wearing pants. Nice. Yeah, if you're fighting over for power in your relationship, again, why are you with them? Doesn't make any sense. Alright, so this next one's from Yitik Mood. And then this person says, follow your heart. While having the feeling of love is important, it can be confused with infatuation. If you have family or friends that tell you that the relation is bad or isn't going to work, take that into consideration. Try to take a step back and look at the situation. On a happier note, best advice I've ever gotten is love is a choice. The feeling will come and go. If you really want to have a long-term relationship, you'll have to choose to love when things are hard. You know, this person's got a good point, after the follow your heart thing at the beginning. But love is a choice, and choose somebody who you'll love, even in the hard times. This person also says that it will come and go. And like many things in life, love will come and go. I think this is turning into more of a philosophy thing than a YouTube video. So Johnny Wannabe says, the whole idea of the one. Nothing kills more relationships than this notion of whether or not they've found the one. Have an argument, you start being paranoid that they aren't the one. Have a small personality clash, start being paranoid that they aren't the one. Have different dreams or goals, wonder if they are the one. Have different hobbies, wonder if they are the one. I've seen so many relationships crumble because people are so damn quick to chalk up their partner as the wrong one, as opposed to trying to work through problems like an adult. And then Gray Green Blue says, the grass is greenest where you water it. You know, between these two, there's a lot of good stuff in here. I mean, are you ever going to find the one? Maybe. But, I mean, I think the odds are pretty stacked against you. I'm a pretty optimistic person, but when it comes to finding this perfect, idealized the one, I mean, are you ever going to find the one? Like Gray Green Blue says, the grass is greenest where you water it. Where you put your time and effort into something, that's probably where you're going to find a sense of having the one. Not because they're straight off the bat the one, because you've built this relationship into the one that you want to be in. This next one's from Mineral Water 69. If you both love each other, it'll be okay in the end. Then they go on to say, no, it won't. Love is not enough, and love can come and go. You have to put yourself in a real mental and emotional effort. You need to make sacrifices. You need to choose to be there for that person, even if you are mad at them, or worse, do not really feel the love for them at the moment. Nothing feels more amazing than to love and to be loved, but a long-term relationship needs more than that. It's why I believe teamwork and actual commitment is crucial, because the honeymoon phase will end. Doesn't mean there won't be any love, on the contrary, but it takes hard work and real commitment from both. At least this is my opinion. Well, your opinion is definitely shared by many, including myself. I think one thing that really sticks out to me here is when this person says you need to choose to be there for that person, even if you're mad at them, or worse, don't feel the love for them in that moment. Even if you're upset with somebody in that specific moment, don't let that dictate how the course of your relationship will go in the future. Basing your whole relationship off of one moment, is that really worth it? I don't think so. It takes hard work and real commitment from both. I think that's the best advice you could possibly find on Reddit and in life in general for relationships. Just like all things in life, if you want it, it's going to take commitment. And if the other person wants it, it's going to take commitment. Yeah, so far the advice in this subreddit's actually pretty good, aside from like the original comment that they were like commenting about in their posts, but the advice is pretty solid. So this next one comes from Red Pillman 26. People encouraging others to cheat on a night out, or he/she won't know. We find out in the end. There's nothing worse than cheating on somebody, and you are a true scumbag if you're telling other people to cheat on their partner. It takes a real low person to even say that to somebody. And it takes an even lower person to go out and do it. So don't do it. There's absolutely no reason to go out there and even cheat on somebody. If you don't like where you're at, go out, go talk to the person, go tell them that you don't want this relationship anymore. That conversation is going to be much easier to have for that person than to tell them that you cheated on them, or for them to find out that you've cheated on them, which is even worse. Be a man, grow up, be an adult, and go tell them that you do not want to be in the relationship with them. There is no point in going out there and cheating on somebody. Also, one more thing on that topic. If you find yourself constantly wanting to be with other people and you're seeking for stuff outside of the relationship in the first place, why are you with them? So, on a lighter note, or not on a lighter note, on a different note, Cabra says, it's supposed to be easy. If it's ever hard, you're doing it wrong. This was a Twitter thread going around a while ago. Granted, it should be much more good than bad, but if your expectation is that a relationship will never be hard, the first bump in the road is going to lead to panic and then bail. Yeah, you're definitely living in a fairy tale land if you think it's always going to be easy. You're going to have hurdles no matter what aspect of life it is, and relationships particularly, you're probably going to have hurdles. And I think it's reasonable to expect that you're going to have to overcome those hurdles. So don't bail, don't back out. It won't be easy 24/7. I'm sure there's weeks, months, maybe years to where it is easy. But just because you have times maybe for a week or two, that it's just hard, that isn't a reason to bail, and it isn't always easy. So this next one comes in from Odd Astronaut 92. This person says, I think the worst advice I've ever heard is if you're having a relationship trouble, have a baby together so you have something to love together and overcome the issue. And this person goes on to say, like, A, yikes, and B, my parents tried this, resulting in my younger sister. Spoiler alert, they've been divorced about 25 years now. So I've definitely seen this advice floating around on Google and other sources. It's definitely not good advice. I think it would be of more value to the couple as a whole to seek therapy and to try and work it out in a healthier means, rather than trying to hope that a kid will help you guys love each other, because if it doesn't work out, you're just going to end up harming those around you and harming the family that you're creating. So this next one comes from Your Digital Footprint. This person says, the whole if he can't buy your nails, hair, and still take you out whenever you want and buy everything you ask for, drop him. I've been seeing around so often. Sometimes you can't tell they're joking, but some people are dead serious when they say this. If your relationship is constantly one-sided, I eventually ensure you that the other person will not enjoy being in that spot. So this next one comes in from Shadow Boots 69. You deserve better. When I need to work on myself first. I think a lot of us can probably relate to this. I mean, do you really deserve better if you're not in a place mentally where you can handle that relationship and you're not putting in your all and causing the relationship to go in a bad spot? Do you deserve better? I don't think you do. I think you do need to work on yourself in order to improve yourself, and then put yourself in a better relationship and put better attitudes forward in that relationship. If you don't work on yourself, it's probably just going to keep on failing over and over and over. Sure, you might find in that previous relationship the other person was causing all the issues, but I'm going to say 95% of the time it was both parties that caused the conflict. Yeah, some simple things that you can do to even work on yourself, or get a job if you don't have a job, even if it is a low-paying job, the work ethic is worth it. Go back to school if you're not in school currently. And I think the easiest thing that you could probably do is go out and run. Go to the gym, develop a gym work ethic. That same ethic that applies to the workplace can apply to the gym. That constant being at the gym can drive you into being a better person. From that, you realize about the other negative aspects in your life and how you can correct them when you're in a place where you know that they've gone awry. This next one's from Stroder. And then they say, let her win. You know, is that really bad advice? If you're just going to lose in the end, you probably should just let her win. Oh, this is a good one. So this one's from Uttercup, and they say, just wait, you'll find someone eventually. That shit is not helpful ever, and there's no way for anyone to know that. You know, in a way, this person is wrong. You might end up stumbling upon that person, but the odds, I'd say they're pretty slim to none. But I think just wait has a whole bunch of different contexts in a relationship and self-improvement to where it could mean a variety of things. Just waiting could mean that you're waiting to improve upon yourself and then build into a healthy relationship. In a relationship, you're in it for the long haul. I mean, unless you're trying to play somebody, which is not a good thing to do, and you shouldn't do that. In a relationship, you are there. So in a way, you should wait if you're not ready, and you should probably wait to find that someone. On a different note, though, you should go out there and go experience the world, talk to people, and find people that you share common things with. There's nothing wrong with that. Might you not have a relationship with them? Probably. But there might be that one person that you do. And I do think it's worth putting yourself out there into a position where you can meet people, and then in turn, you might have a relationship. Does that mean you're waiting? Yes and no. But you might find that somebody. Alright, this next one's from Nerds97. You should stay because you were with him for so long and he is better with you. He was on meds but rarely took them, so that gave him a mean personality. This one brings up a lot of issues. The first one being that just because you're with somebody for a long time doesn't mean things change. People grow. We're not static. We're very dynamic creatures. We're very dynamic. Just because things worked out 5-10 years ago doesn't mean they might work out 5-10 years later. If you're not willing to put that work in a relationship, or if the other person's not willing to put the work in to bring that relationship to a healthy place, probably isn't worth it. Just because you're with somebody for umpteen years doesn't mean that it's the right thing for you. At the end of the day, it needs to be the right thing for you. Because if you're not happy, the other person isn't going to be happy, and it's not going to be happy in general. And it's just not something you want to be around. So please, find somebody and be happy. This next one comes in from Historical Camel 99. Just put up with the lies. Your dad lies all the time. And then that person's mom says that. Well, that explains why you sleep in separate bedrooms. Lying. Probably not a good thing to do. If you think you're protecting the other person by lying, odds are you're not. Alright, so let's end with a little bit of good advice. Something a little more uplifting, right? On Klesherman, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Dad on a road trip, just the two of us. Son, marry a woman who loves you. Because if she's a good woman, you'll learn to love her too. Week or so later, came home from school late to hear my stepmother talking to my 2 older sisters. Girls, marry a man who loves you, because if he's a good man, you'll learn to love him. I think that's great advice. Marry somebody who you love. Alright, if you guys found this video fun, entertaining, awesome, all the above, be sure to drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am trying to upload daily. Last week was kind of a crazy week, so that didn't really happen. But for the rest of the summer, I'm trying to do that. As for a goal, let's try and get to 10K by the end of the summer. I don't know if we can do it, but I know you can subscribe and you have the power to do it. So go subscribe and let's hopefully reach that goal. Tomorrow's video might be good. I hope it's good. I don't really know what it's going to be yet. Be kind. Go give somebody a compliment. Make their day. I will see you guys tomorrow.